So when we get together, right, we're like, we don't want to hold back conversation because we like each other.
Right.
And our whole friendship is just dope conversation.
Yeah, we're pretty much not saving anything for the show.
Right.
This is all just a natural progression of like us hanging out.
Correct.
So like we decided early on that like don't save stuff for the show. We're still friends. Let's just talk.
Dude, we just had on our smoke break a whole conversation that was not
God.
recorded.
Yeah.
About the relationship between the theory of relativity and quantum mechanics.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yes.
and particle entanglement.
The split light system.
The double split.
Double split.
Photon test. To show the difference between waves and particle. Right.
Yeah, we talked. That's the stuff we talked. That's what I listened to him talk about. Right before we did this.
Human consciousness affects these scientific experiments, and whoever understands why will get the Nobel Prize.
Pause. Why am I watching this? I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called Bindu.
This is the I Ams. That's the audience.
We had this whole conversation not recorded.
Yeah.
And that would have been a banging ass episode.
I would have just been like, drool maybe even like,
But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go around tiptoeing how we talk to each other and
Right.
only talking when we're on camera.
That's what I'm saying. We're not doing that.
So sometimes we might repeat ourselves because I can't remember. Wait, did we say that on camera or not?
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't save stuff for camera.
Right.
But we're like, oh yeah, we should remember that.
So if I repeat myself, look at my beard. I'm old as fuck. When will I shave it off?
70?
Oh, I don't know,
Does he
man.
look 70?
My dad, I think he stopped riding the hog at 75, 76.
Uh-huh.
And he was still like, Yosemite
Yeah.
Sam Filipino style. The ropes, tapes, he-man shooting is, No, he didn't talk like that. But
All right.
hilarious. Forget it.
70? How old does he look? Honestly.
I look like the fit.
I mean, we know
75
52, right? 52 you just
I
turned.
just turned 52 a week ago.
But see, like
I
know him,
honestly
so-
can't tell you.
Yeah.
Age?
You're age blind?
No, there is a problem with age nowadays because of how people look.
Yeah.
There's people in like when back when I was in high school and we were presenting robotics to middle schoolers, or elementary schoolers even.
Yeah.
They looked like they were freshmen,
Yeah.
and the elementary schoolers looked like they were 8th graders.
So is it
you
that
and Leonardo DiCaprio are the same age?
So is it that like we age quick until 25?
We're supposed to die at like 20 something.
Right, if you go back. But let's say that you age quick to 25, I'm just throwing out a number, and then from 25 to 55 now, 55?
Yeah, they're gonna have to
maybe
change it.
it's like, what'd you say?
They're going to have to change it because it's not at 55, but it should be. But like retirement age is 55?
What is? I'm just saying where
is
you
supposed to be at
I'm saying
No, there's
where you
18 to
start
36.
where you start to rapidly age again, where it's like,
Oh, I see.
do you know what I mean? You basically have children. You have old people. What's the middle? Is it 25, 55?
I think, yes.
Or is it 65?
After 55, I think you really start to show your age.
You
Fast. Yeah. That's right after. That's why Batman, Dark Knight Returns, he was 55.
Fucking Batman.
No, because they reveal his age at the end of the book. He's this old ass man. How old is he, right?
Yeah.
They reveal at the very end he's 55.
Okay.
And so during the book, he's complaining about how hard it is to be Batman at 55. Like you hear Batman's thoughts, and he's
Yeah.
like, "God damn it, climbing this rope is hard now.
Yeah.
My triceps are already burning." That type of shit. And it's like, wow, this is fun. He's never complained before.
Yeah.
This is cool, right? So I think after 55, you'd really start to look like shit.
All right.
But those are the Clooney years. So, but
Clooney years.
so we changed everything, and I don't know now, right? Because I'm 52.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be good at 62 still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 70s? I don't fucking know. Maybe.
I don't know how old you look.
Is the reason that you're saying 55 is the upper limit of this age group because you guys still quite aren't there?
No, 55.
Oh, so you're saying we've already hit old to him.
No, American standards, you can retire at 55. That's the retirement age.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Right. which is insane because I was thinking about that in my car the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm close to just being burnt out. I've been working hard as fuck since I was 15 years old,
Right.
like almost full time.
But
And I'm tired now, right? And it's
Right.
like, I'm not even close to retiring in this American
of course.
climate.
But you're enjoying your work that you're doing now. You know, so
love it.
there's a difference.
Yeah, I don't really work anymore. I mean, it's work to keep the operation going. But
Yeah.
the actual performance, I'm in love with it. Mm-hmm. I love seeing people get happy with art. It really gets me excited.
Yeah.
Especially when someone is so thrilled. Like, we had a show the other day, right? Maceo was painting there. He painted something off the cuff.
Yep.
It was great. And I like seeing that because that lets me know behind the scenes while I'm talking, waving my privates, right? Doing all that shit. People are actually getting in the zone. They're actually fucking painting. And I'm getting cool ass shit.
Yeah.
Mrs. Pelican, right? You get the fuck out of here, man. Those paintings are fucking sick. I love it. The whole thing. My job is dope.
Yeah, I got my next painting for you.
Right? Don't you love your
It'll be
job?
hard. My 4 jobs.
Yeah. Don't you love one of them? Right? When I see
Yeah,
you and
I
Andre-
love all of them. I need more time to do them all. In fact, I feel like, I'm gonna have to spend more time doing this stuff. Because like right now I kind of work during the day. Or unless I have a gig at night that is actually bringing money in. But I work during the day either editing or doing music stuff or blah 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 blah. But now it's like, okay, I can do this at night. Plus it'll get me away from my phone. Let's say I'm drawing. If Christine's watching something, instead of staring at my phone because I'm not interested in what she's watching, I could be drawing, which is like one of the jobs at this point now. So
It is.
yeah. So I actually need to put more time into it. I don't know why we started talking about this because you asked me if I love my job. I need to work more. I need to use all of the hours that are available to me without ignoring my family. So whatever feasible hours I could spend, like I said, if she's watching something, I could be doing something.
Love it.
Because if I'm drawing, everything else uses my attention, right? I can't, like if I'm doing music, if I'm mixing something or recording something, I have headphones on at a lot of times. I'm in another room, right? So I'm not spending time with her, even though if she's watching a show and I'm doing something here, it's like quasi spending time together. We're stuck on our screens. But where was I going? Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
You're making comics now, man. It's eventually coming to the point where you're going to be making comics.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because Jack the King Kirby started in his mid-40s and created all of the Marvel that we know. And you, unbeknownst to you, you're doing a whole Frank Miller shit. You're writing it, drawing it, doing
got
all of it.
stories.
You're doing what Sin City. Sin City is all him.
Okay,
right?
so here's how this came to be.
And so you're a Pizziolo now? Fucking comic creator now?
Yeah,
Music entertainer?
yeah.
Music producer?
And this thing.
And YouTuber.
Yeah.
Content creator?
Yeah.
What, influencer?
Those are the 4 things I would say I'm doing right now. Music.
But no.
This.
Husband, father, those are full-time fucking jobs that never turn
Yeah,
off.
Maceo.
Dude, you got a lot of hats.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
that
I
shit.
can take care of myself for the most part. You're not changing my diapers.
Not yet.
He's gonna
What do you
change
mean
it,
you're
not
not
yours.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
exactly.
You know, when I
I'll be
look at
happy-
you, I would say you look 42 to me. I would say he's 42.
See, that's just because you know me, I think.
No, it's
'cause I'm
because
plump.
you don't dye your hair and you have a full
Yeah,
head
but
of hair.
people-
What the fuck?
So that you know that, but people think I dye my hair.
I thought you dyed your hair. Your wife
Why would I do that?
would bust you out if you were dyeing your hair.
Oh yeah, she would.
And she was like, no, that's his fucking hair. And I'm like, what? What the fuck?
I don't know.
You
and
got
so when
Colonel
this grew
Sanders.
out like this, and I have no idea what's going on. It doesn't look weird to me,
No, you're Neapolitan. You got chocolate, you
but
got
I guess it looks weird to
strawberry, you got vanilla.
people's.
It doesn't look weird. It's kind of like Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. He has dark hair on top.
Everything.
You're in the comic book realm, bro.
I know.
We're talking about comics.
I love it. Oh, so that's what I was going to say. Like this comic book thing, it basically started because you know, you got me back into comics. So there's that level of it. And then it's also...
Did you ever leave? Not really. You kept an eye on my food the entire time.
It was few and far between.
You kept an eye on my food the entire time.
That's true.
Every time I see my food, like by Chris Lujan, I'm like, that motherfucker.
That's true. But that's few and far between, right? So it was basically like you got me back into comics, and I was like, holy crap, these are great. And then you're always talking about the comics you want to make. And I'm like, I used to be in a screenwriting class. I have written scripts and stuff like that. And I was like, let me just pull out. I found the scripts on accident because of this show.
Tight.
So I was trying to find the Underground Agent 6 logo. And instead I found these scripts.
Oh.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I used to write these scripts. And then it was like, oh, see, here's the issue with writing movie scripts or live action scripts. You need so many people to make that happen. From beginning to end,
God damn
right?
it. Did you watch the new studio?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can talk about that.
Awesome.
So
fuck yeah, good job.
But it's like, oh, I already have these scripts. I have this new love for comic books. Let me just adapt these scripts into comic book where it's something that I could do all myself.
Hell yes. That's
So
what
now
Jim
I have to
Mahfood
start
did.
drawing.
That's what Jim Mahfood
Again.
did. Because Disney dangled that carrot, and he was going to have this whole Girl Scouts in space, future ghosts, you know, all that shit, right? And COVID happened, and that deal went to nothing. And he had all this character, he had all this shit that he built up for this universe. And he goes, fuck it. I'm a comic creator, and he made it into comics, and thank God.
Yeah.
I love those comics. And you, so whatever. You're going to make these comics now.
I'm going to have to.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it.
I'm going to make you read them.
But I want to read Never Not Ninjas.
Don't worry, because now I know what Never Not Ninjas is.
Okay.
I had a huge journey that I went on to. I had a spiritual, what one would call a spiritual journey. And I've been thinking about the fucking future and how I'm going to be as a human being. And I started figuring a lot of things out. My business, my performances, and that's why I'm on the cusp of, am I going to shave my beard? Am I not? Am I going to, do I really want to look younger in a younger crowd? Am I still connected to that vein? Is there still that ego of Bindu that still wants to be with all the hot girls and the boobies and
I find this so odd.
right? Or am I totally going into the whole bonsai? Why am I fucking around with all that bullshit? I'm an artist and I need to do this Never Not Ninja shit. Because it requires everything, as you know.
Yeah, I do.
And I think I'm going all in the art and I'm doing the Never Not Ninjas and it's going to be...
Hence why I feel like hence why I feel like I need to spend more time doing those things because they all take so much time.
It takes so much time.
You know.
So I grew up on Gotcha Man, the Space Science Ninja team, and my Never Not Ninjas is going to be, it's going to be amazing.
Okay.
I'm going to be getting attacked by ninjas in real time. I'm going to be traveling to the future in space, fighting space future ninjas, and coming back.
And I'll tell
it's
you.
Never going to end.
I'll tell you if your time travel works.
It works. I tore open a portal in time, right? Just like Samurai Jack, which is just like Ronin, which is just like whatever. I can resource all. I can tell you where I got it all from. It's like Tarantino.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're copying the Shaw Brothers. He's like, no, what I am copying is, and he'll tell you the fucking everything.
Right.
Right. Right. Am I right?
Right.
Because it's fun, Jan.
All right.
Get it? Right. Exactly. Right, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
All right.
Right, so I'm mixing old Shokasugi ninja shit, old Lone Wolf and Cub ninja shit, right? The Frank Miller Ronin ninja shit, the Samurai Jack ninja shit. I'm mixing all of that, my badass Bruno, all into fucking one Never Not Ninjas.
What are you using? I guess I shouldn't say what are you using, but does your time travel theory match up with any like popular movie time travel like that I could make sense of?
No. Well, it'll be Blade Runner world.
Okay.
The Samurai Jack world. Sid Mead world, right?
Damn, I got shit.
Sid Mead was just like the Star Wars conceptual designer, but he's like, even though you don't know him, you know him, right? So he was designing art concepts, and I know we've talked about this, right? But he was designing art concepts for Blade Runner, and when everyone saw that shit, they just borrowed it. right? So that's why all future looks like Blade Runner, because they're all copying Sid Mead. So that red motorcycle on Akira, that's Sid Mead's motorcycle for Blade Runner, right?
All right.
But yeah, Katsuhiro Otomo saw it and was like, fuck, I need that.
So that's fact. It's not just, hey, it looks like it was
No.
based on.
Fact, and they're all buddies.
All right.
Yeah, and they're all dying off one by one, and the only ones left is fucking Uncle Jeff Darrow and Katsuhiro Otomo. Yeah, because fucking Mobius is dead, Giger's dead, right? Jodorowsky's still alive. He's a crazy motherfucker. You should follow him on Instagram. He's in his 80s now. He's still Jodorowsky. He's nuts.
Okay.
And the Holy
I don't really know much about him.
That'll be a whole episode.
All right.
But I
have a question.
Oh!
Because you probably know more than me. There isn't really time travel in Star Wars, is there?
Never. There's never time travel in Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, you
to
do
me.
see different time periods.
Right.
Harry Potter.
But
had time
no
travel.
one is getting into a fucking DeLorean and fucking going back and forth. Which is hilarious. Are we still rolling?
Yes.
Okay, so, all right, hear me out, right? I wanted to talk about the Terminator 1
Yeah.
and how perfect the Terminator 1 was that you could never have a Terminator 2, even though Terminator 2 was so fun, right? But here's the thing, right, that no one thinks about, right? Skynet realizes that they've lost. There's no way to win. There's no way to develop a T-1000. There's no way to advance anything. John Connor and the Resistance have won. So the Terminators, in their last resort, send back a Terminator through time to kill Sarah Connor, so John Connor never makes it, right? But they don't get it right. They kill hell of fucking people. They kill a whole bunch of... Arnold kills a whole bunch of punk rockers, right?
I guess so, yeah.
What happened to their families, their futures, their children? That would be insane,
Right?
right?
Yeah, we need to see their movies,
Then
right?
he kills a Sarah Connor that's not the right Sarah Connor. How does that affect her family and all those future generations? That would all change Skynet and the future, and no one even fucking thinks about that bullshit. It's all stupid, man. Right?
So they come from the future.
Yeah.
They're in now. They kill a bunch of people, right?
He's only supposed to kill one person. But the butterfly effect, because of like Ray Bradbury and the Sound of Thunder and all
Right,
that,
but-
if you step off the beaten path and you accidentally step on a butterfly, that butterfly will change fucking everything.
I understand. So he comes back, right? He kills many people.
The Terminator comes back and kills many people.
So what happens in the future is the question with all of those people, right? Well, in my interpretation of time travel, those people never would have existed.
Correct. Because they got killed by the Terminator that went back in time.
Right.
Right. So so I can explain it like that. If when I go camping and I'm in an inner tube and I'm going down the river, time flows in one direction and it doesn't go backwards. But the only thing that we can actually measure is what has happened in the past and what is happening in real time.
Right.
Right now you're looking at me and I have one face. But if you were to look at me in the future, I would have multiple faces constantly moving all around because the future is constantly changing, right?
Sure.
So I would look like a Hydra if I'm even here, right? Multiple things could be happening. That's why every time they're trying to show like a Jedi, like Yoda, trying to look through the future, that's what you would imagine. There's an artist out of Oakland, a Filipino artist, a female artist. Her name is Human. And she has dope. She's sponsored by Nike. She does shit for the Warriors. She's bad. Kobe Bryant, all that shit, right? She's badass. She's hot as fuck, right? And married, respectfully. Shout out to Human, right?
Sensational.
She paints. It will be like this collage dream of colors and a woman's face, but it'll be multiple.
Right.
Like she's moving.
I've seen stuff like that.
Fucking
Yeah.
paints the future, man.
Okay.
That's what the future looks like, right? So, as you're going down the river in time, on your inner tube,
Yeah.
every once in a while, you'll see a little whirlpool happening,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't bother anything. It's just there. And that's what the Terminator movie is. And all the deaths and everything that happens has to happen, and it just repeats and keeps going, but not affecting the time, not affecting the flow of time. Just a little tiny whirlpool.
Right.
And it's perfect. And because of that, you can't add to it. And because of that, there can't be any Terminator 2, 3, 4, none of that. The Terminator is perfect by itself as long as we understand the logic that all of those people that died by him going back in time were supposed to die and they have no future.
Right.
He's not affecting anything because that's how it's supposed to play out.
Are you understanding this?
No.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the 28 people who are watching.
Anyways, back to comic books.
Yes.
As the audience, can we expect live streams of you guys drawing?
Oh, that's great. Yes. The answer is yes. I've developed a Mount Olympus right here so I can have a look down camera so you can actually see my hand, what I'm doing, the camera at my face so you can see my crooked tooth as I talk.
He's going to be the one drawing, and I'm going to be the one in the background going, come on, I set up the camera. Sit down and draw something.
What is that? Is that a duck? Wait, is it a pineapple? Wait,
Come on.
Is that a football?
Draw something. Draw something.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Don't yell at me. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
All right.
Well, we're going to do a whole bunch of things. Right, this is the beginning, but we're starting to understand.
Yeah.
Because of, well, I just happened to land the pre-order of the Switch 2.
Sure.
And that got us all talking
What the
about...
fuck happened to Savage Street Vigilante? Did you ever message them?
No. I'm taking the L, man.
Why?
Well, I'll reach out to Jim.
Yeah.
When?
Do it.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Shit.
I was one of the first fucking Kickstarters, and I didn't get my book. That's fucked up.
It had to be an accident. I'm telling you.
I know it was. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Then get your book.
Well, not only that, I'll be like, Jim,
So
bro,
I
didn't
think
get the book.
I think I showed you last night. So there was a Kickstarter for Transformers, right? A Transformers comic book collection, right? They were trying to raise $40,000
for some Transformers.
for some Transformers comic book compendium.
But Transformers is so popular.
Okay, so that's what you don't know. But Gen 1 Transformers are stupid popular, brother.
Dude, at Flying Colors, they have a whole top section that's just Transformers.
I
got a
guess I
Soundwave
don't
in the
know.
other room.
I guess I don't. What?
I got Megatron right there, dude.
Oh, Jesus. I guess I don't know that it's that popular. Either way.
I mean, it's not for me, but it's so popular.
But either way, they raised $4.5 million.
In like 30 seconds. Yeah,
Well,
dude.
no, they hit like 1.5 million in 2 hours.
Yeah.
You want to
was
know why?
They hit their goal in 2 minutes.
You want to know why?
Why?
It's because of Pokemon and the whole mentality of gotta catch them all, and FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Right.
And they're all the people that are attracted to this crazy pop culture. They'll see an old wizard like me, or they knew an old wizard like me, or somehow, and they see this shit that's actually antiquated and old and bought before the internet, and they're like, I gotta have that, right? And so every YouTuber that you see right now has almost to like guarantee that they know what they're talking about. They'll have all of their video games on display, or all of their $400 hot toys, and they'll have 1,400.
How many of them do you think have just the cases, and then like they printed out the graphics, stuffed them in the case, and put them all behind them?
No, I think people fall in love with lore and pop culture, and I don't want to hate on that. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I remember making it, right? So these kids grow up and it's already there, and we made it. Yeah. It was not there, right? So this is an ancient relic to actually building it. These are all of the barnacles on a fucking whale that we made and raised from a little baby whale, right? And so now every YouTuber, just so they don't have to prove who they are, they got all like their statistics behind them. These are all my action figures, or these are all my Boba Fett helmets, or these are all my fucking shits, right?
So you're getting to first of all?
Right. Well, no, so here's what's cute, right? If I put on that Dr. Doom mask,
Yeah.
that shit's made out of stainless steel, and it's really a Dr. Doom mask. These other fuckers got hockey pads. It's a Batman deep cut, dude. It's a Batman deep cut to Dark Knight.
Real
Right?
nerd shit.
Right? When the dudes dress up like Batman, they're yelling at Batman. What are you doing? I'm not wearing hockey pads, right?
Yeah.
They're all wearing Halloween costumes. That's not a Halloween costume.
No.
That's an actual Dr. Doom mask. And that pointed nose is made out of steel.
Yeah.
And if I grabbed your face and headbutt you with it, that's a felony. You know what I'm saying? And I wear that shit, motherfucker, a lot. Sometimes I just make waffles and I have that shit on.
All right. Waffles. 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 Waffle.
Pancakes or waffles?
Oh, for me, waffles. 100% waffles. Crusty.
He's got to think so hard about this.
Crusty.
I fell in love with flapjacks, though, because of old Captain Knuckles and flapjacks.
I can't choose.
I like that answer.
All right.
I like that answer.
They're the same thing almost.
I like that answer.
All right.
I can't choose. Right.
Still waffles. I don't care.
All right, that was my safe word with Matty O'Reilly.
Waffles?
Yeah. I'm not kidding, dude. It really was.
Hey, hillbilly. Hillbilly. Hillbilly.
Right here. I don't know if I can. Right, look at this. Right. Bindu, thanks for giving me the best dick of my life.
All right, hey. Cut. We'll see you next time.
Shit, it's hot as fucking here.